Hey, my name is George. I am a music student at Utah Tech University, and in this short video, I'm going to be going over all 7 modes in music theory. A lot of us are familiar with the major mode, and it sounds a little bit like this. And a lot of us are also familiar with the minor mode, and it sounds a little bit like this. But in this short video, I'm going to be going over the other 5 modes that we don't really talk about. And then with each of these modes, I'll be playing a simplified arrangement of Elvis Presley's Can't Help Falling in Love in each of those modes.
The very first mode that I'm going to teach is the Ionian mode, or the major scale mode. It's actually the C major scale, and can be represented with no raised or lowered notes. Here's Elvis Presley's Can't Help Falling in Love in the Ionian mode, or the major scale mode. The next mode that we're going to talk about is the Dorian mode, and you can build it on the second scale degree of the C major scale, so it looks a little bit like this. And if you take it down to C, you'll lower the 3rd and the 7th of the scale, so it sounds a little bit like this. This is what Can't Help Falling in Love sounds like in the Dorian mode. The third mode is going to be the Phrygian mode, and you can find the Phrygian mode by starting on E in the C major scales. It's a little bit funky, but if you were to take it down to C, you would lower the 2nd, the 3rd, the 6th, and the 7th. It sounds a little bit funky, but here's Can't Help Falling in Love in the Phrygian mode. Fourth mode is going to be the Lydian mode, and you can find the Lydian mode by starting on F if you're playing a C major scale, like this. Fourth note is going to be raised. If you start on C, it sounds like this. And here is Elvis in the Lydian mode. Alright, so our 5th mode is going to be the Mixolydian mode. A little bit different because the 7th is going to be flatted. You can find it in the C major scale by starting on G, so it sounds like this. The only one that we have to worry about is that 7th, and the 7th is going to be lowered, so it'll be a B flat instead of a B in the C major scale. This is Elvis in Mixolydian. Mixolydian, this is Nickelodeon. Mixolydian. Mixolydian. Mixolydian.
Mixolydian. Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Our 6th mode mode is actually just our natural minor scale, and you can find it by starting on A if you're playing a C major scale, and A is actually the relative minor to C, because neither of them have sharps or flats, so it sounds like this. If you were to start on C, you would have to lower the 3rd, the 6th, and the 7th to get that full natural minor sound. So it looks a little bit like this. Here's Elvis in the Aeolian mode, or just the natural minor mode. Sounds a little bit like this. Our last mode that we're going to go over is the weirdest and strangest yet. It's going to be the Locrian mode. The Locrian mode, if you were to find it just on the C major scale, you would play it starting on B. This one's super weird because when you play it starting on C, you're going to flat the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th when you're playing it. Here's Elvis in the Locrian mode. There's Elvis in our Locrian mode. And if there's any of these specifically, probably not the Locrian mode, but if there were any of these specifically that you really like the sound of, or if you know of any songs that are in these different modes besides minor and major, I'd love to hear it. So go ahead and put it in the comments. But that's going to be it for me tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching, and good luck. Have a good one.